Here's the final room in the Benjamin Moore Trent house with Sharon and Sophie.
You can make the strongest impression even in the smallest room. Here, the catalyst of inspiration for this great room is the chill-out chair that we found at Mobilia. In fact, we like the chair so much that we decided to create an entire room inspired by it, and we call it
the chill-out room. Now, what better colors for chilling out than monochromatic grays? In here, inspired by the shades on the walls, we use Portland gray, which has a tiny touch of mauve in the undertone, which makes it very pretty. Now, to add even more intimacy to this tiny room, we painted the ceiling in cinnamon slate, which is actually one of my favorite colors from the 2015 color trend palette. Now, we also added cinnamon slate on the walls in just this tiny little paint trim detail using tape.
Don't forget that for the main wall, we slightly changed the color cinnamon slate to use a more powerful color to bring the wall to life, and we used summer plum.
In French?
Pourpre estival.
I love when she does that. Now that color reminds us of this gorgeous rug with that over-dyed purple, and then black and white accessories were the perfect finishing touch in furniture and accessories just to pull the whole chill-out room together.
Shockingly enough, all that amazing looking decor, a lot of the items in there are DIY. These are things that you can replicate at home. So Sophie, you're going to walk us through a couple of them. Yep. Starting with the faux, they're not borders. I shouldn't call them borders. What should I call them? Faux molding. Faux molding, because no borders. Okay, so the faux molding, you can see the way it sort of demarcates the wall, and it looks just beautiful in that space. So we were looking at this at our production meeting and thinking, oh my gosh, how did she get those perfectly round corners? That is tough.
Well, it used to be, but not anymore.
Okay,
here's
what's your
secret.
Trick?
Flexible tape.
Ah.
We used to have tape to do straight lines.
Yeah.
But now with the new flexible tape, look, it's very easy. You can give it any curve that you want.
That
very
is great.
Easily.
And you, I mean, you did an exact replica on the other side.
I did an exact replica on the other side. What's nice about it, and I don't know if you want to try it, Tracy, but
gosh,
I mean, now there's no stop to what we can do.
So easy. Look, even I can do it.
No, but I mean, instead of doing that, you can, you know, if you don't like to do half circles, you can do waves with it.
Oh,
I mean, there's no end to what we can do now with design. And it's very easy.
It actually is easy.
See?
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
You can curve it. The important thing is always to
do that so the paint doesn't seep in?
So the paint doesn't seep in.
Right.
And you might want to seal it too. When you seal it, that's what happens. So you put the color that you use on your back wall, you put it on top of the tape.
You can't even see the difference right now.
Yeah, so if there is any bleeding, it's going to go, it's going to be the same color as the wall.
Right.
So now we're going to apply the final color because this is cinnamon slate.
I love it.
We're going to put silver fox on top of it.
Your favorite.
One of my favorite.
Yeah.
And now, okay, I don't know if these board travels well. That's what we'll see in a minute. Okay. So I apologize in advance because we don't know what the flight might have done to them. But there you go.
No, it's all good.
See how easy it is?
That's perfect.
So there's a bit of tape here.
A little bleeding, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's just the tape.
Yeah.
It's just the tape.
Oh, it's just the tape.
It's just the tape. It's been there for like 48 hours
been there for
now.
a while.
Yeah. So,
okay, let's show something else from the house that was a DIY project, and it's the hexagons that you see on the wall in the bedroom. What a great way to fill up that wall space if you don't want to get a piece of art. You can do this, make your own art.
The thing is that we didn't want to put a piece of art there because we wanted to play asymmetric, the asymmetry. We wanted to play with that. So something very easy. We took an 8 by 8 inches wood post.
Okay.
Okay. We cut the corners. So by cutting the corners, we have the hexagon shape.
Right.
Okay. Then what we did is that we cut different thicknesses of the wood, ranging from 1/4 of an inch to 1.5 inches to give it different depth.
That's cool.
And then, simple thing, what you need to do is that you take stain, different color, because we want to stay in the monochromatic theme.
Yeah.
So I have different color of stains here. You can either use a rag, and I use semi-transparent. The reason is because if you find that on your first application it's too light, you can always go back. You can't do the opposite, go dark and then go lighter.
That's right, good
But there
point.
you go. So you start applying it. If you find that it's not dark enough, you can just add
keep
some
going.
more, and you just keep on going. You can use a rag, or you can use really anything you want. It can be a brush.
A little bit of sponge there.
A little bit of sponge. So we use 3 different colors.
Look at that.
So we have the monochromatic theme, and you can even leave some without any stain, just like we did in the house. It brings a whole new spectrum of color, still being monochromatic.
And I love the depth. I like the fact that you cut them different sizes. So you've got that little bit of depth play happening
It brings
on the wall.
dimension, and again, another fun DIY to do.
Very cool.